Suddenly, chaos broke out outside. Everyone started running like crazy. They were so panicked, they couldn't even speak clearly. I had no idea what was going on, but I could feel something dangerous getting closer. I didn't hesitate and followed the crowd into a room. More and more people packed in. A wave of fear hit me out of nowhere. Then came the sound of gunshots. I froze. That's when I realized someone outside was shooting. The shots were getting closer. I was almost sure some of the students outside had already fallen. Fear and despair filled the room. There were over 600 young people here for the summer camp, but no one knew what to do. Suddenly, I remembered my little sister was still in her tent. I ran around asking if anyone had seen a girl in a yellow jacket, but there were too many people. No one understood who I was talking about. The gunshots kept coming. Everyone huddled in the corners, shaking. I had to stop looking for her. Then someone screamed, "Someone's coming!" The room exploded in panic. Everyone ran for the door, stepping over each other. I ran out with them. Outside, the ground was covered in bodies. I forced myself to keep moving. Then I saw a girl on the ground, covered in blood. I didn't think. I grabbed her and ran into the forest. I spotted a small hill and pulled her behind it. We stopped to catch our breath, but the gunshots were still close. That's when it hit me. This wasn't an accident. This was a planned massacre. They had plenty of ammo and weapons. Screams echoed from all directions. I was shaking head to toe. Someone finally tried to call the police, but we were trapped on a small island, surrounded by water. Help was at least an hour away. That crushed everyone. We had no choice but to wait. I pulled out my phone and called my sister. No one answered. My heart dropped. What if something happened to her? Then a boy burst in, covered in blood. He said the shooter was dressed like a cop. Everyone froze. Why would a cop do this? I couldn't wait anymore. I ran back toward the camp. Maybe she was still in the tent, but when I got there, it was empty. Then I saw a little boy sitting on the ground. I tried to take him with me, but he refused to leave. He said his brother would come back for him. I told him it was too dangerous. I begged him to take off his yellow jacket and run into the woods. He didn't listen. I had no time. I rushed to my sister's tent. It was empty. She didn't even bring her phone. I just stood there, heart shattered. Then I heard footsteps. I held my breath. Only when the steps faded away did I slip into the woods, but gunshots were still echoing everywhere. I collapsed under a tree, completely drained. More students were falling around me. I clenched my teeth and ran the other way. Soon, I saw another girl lying on the ground. I ran to help. She looked up and said she didn't have much time. I turned her over. Her back was badly wounded. I used my jacket to stop the bleeding. She trembled from the pain. She begged me not to leave her alone, so I stayed. I lay beside her, holding her hand. Then, I heard footsteps again. I covered her mouth and didn't move an inch. The shooter walked past, but she had already gone cold in my arms. I couldn't even cry. Then her phone rang. It was her mom. I didn't pick up. I couldn't bear to hear the pain in her voice. I held it in and kept running. My only hope now is finding my sister.